Welcome back to AM Northwest. You work out your body to stay fit, so why not do the same for your mind? Here to share how mental fitness will make it easier to achieve your goals this year, we welcome back the author of the soon-to-be-released Think It, How to Train Your Thinking to Get Everything You Want, Master Life Coach, Sarah Centrella. Great to see you again.
So good to see you, Helen.
Okay, let's talk about this, because have you talked to people about they've made resolutions and already it's like, I'm done?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think most people go really hard on the first
'cause
week,
we're
maybe
excited.
the first 2 weeks, and then lose steam really, really quickly, and just kind of chuck it up to, well, I'll get around to it next year, or I'll start next month, and on the cycle goes.
So is it a lack of willpower?
I don't think it's a lack of willpower. I think that people don't understand how your mind plays a role in creating the motivation to do anything that you want to do, or helping you show up on a consistent basis. So if your mind is not in alignment with whatever the outcome is that you want, and it's kind of fighting you every step of the way, it's going to be really hard to achieve anything, including a New Year's resolution or goal.
Because you say they fail because they don't know how to manage their thoughts once doubt gets in.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you have this voice in your head that is telling you, why work out, let's say, if you want to get healthy or you want to get fit, and the voice is always being like, well, it didn't work last year, it's not going to work this year, why bother?
Right.
Just, we'll do it tomorrow, that type of thing.
Right.
Then you're really fighting, you're having this like internal war going on, right? You have this desire, but that voice, which is the thing that actually gets you to take action, is having you go the other way. It's kind of like pulling you down.
Right.
So if you know how to change that voice to get it to be like, I can do this, I am strong, I'm proud of myself, I show up for myself, I'm getting fitter every day, stuff like that, then you actually want to wake up and follow through with whatever it is you promised you would do.
Okay. You say mental fitness is the missing piece of goal setting.
Yeah, so that mental fitness, when I think of mental fitness, it is really the understanding and the ability to switch out a negative thought, let's say, or a self-doubt thought, with one that empowers you and changes your belief about what you're capable of doing. So I kind of think of it like if you've ever watched a football drill and you see the coach and they blow the whistle and the players go up, down, or, you know, that's really what's happening in your head. If you can hear those thoughts and say, oops, it's time to blow the whistle and switch it to what I want instead, then you're really building that muscle the same way you would if you would go to the gym. And the more that you do that, the more your belief about yourself changes, and then your results follow.
Well, give me an example of how you've used that.
Oh my gosh, I use it in literally every single part of my life. So I use it in my business. I use it when I'm, let's say, pitching a brand new client. And instead of the natural self-doubt voice that comes in and tells you all the reasons why, let's say, a new client won't work, you immediately turn that around. You go to the outcome that you want. You tell yourself, this is who I am. I'm really excited to meet with this client. I know this deal will close. And that gives you confidence in the moment, but it also changes your belief about yourself. So then you start showing up that way.
It sounds like it's the power of pause. You say a simple tool viewers can use today to stay on track.
Yeah, the power of pause is really simple. So if I notice that I'm starting to think these negative thoughts and maybe starting to spiral a little bit, I want to pause it. I want to imagine I'm putting it in a lockbox, because that isn't anything I can change in this moment. And instead I want to focus on, hey, what can I do right now? So pulling myself down by that negative thought is doing the opposite of what I want. So if instead I can really focus on, hey, what's the one thing I can do right now? Maybe it's choosing to eat well in this moment. You know, I don't have to change everything immediately. And I think that's what gets people down. So they think, oh my gosh, I have to make all these changes overnight. And you don't. If you make that one decision and now you have kind of these two new thoughts, one that's telling you what you want, one that's telling you what you don't, you have an ability to make a new choice.
Well, it seems to me, too, more like you have to, instead of having a huge goal of losing like 30 pounds, you know, in the next few months, to take it piece by piece.
Absolutely. And the more that you do that, the more you show up for yourself, the more you're building trust in yourself. And when you do that, then you can trust the fact that if I tell myself I'm going to do something, I am going to show up. And now I know how to align my mindset with my action, so I'll get the result.
Talk to me about how to measure progress without losing motivation.
And I think it really is that incremental piece. So understanding that every single day that I'm following through with what I've promised myself, that is the best way to not lose motivation. Because if I'm taking it one step at a time, right, building that trust one step at a time, then I understand all of those little pieces. They add up and they get me what I want. But if I'm breaking it all the time, then I get to a place where I don't even trust myself when I'm promising that I'll change, or I'm promising that I'll complete a goal. So those little pieces, and then learning to kind of control and change that voice is huge, and you'll start to get new results.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
We want to tell everyone the book again is titled Think It, How to Train Your Thinking to Get Everything You Want. Sarah Centrella, thank you so much.
Thank you, Helen.